Hi, I'm John Hartman. I work at Art Music at Boca Raton. I'm one of the guitar teachers there. I've been playing for 8 years now. I started seriously playing when I started in high school. I went to a high school jazz band, and from then on I just was self-taught. Now I have a band, Busker Alliance. It's all original band. It's a rock band primarily with eclectic themes to it. So it has like a lot of cool odd time signatures and stuff like that. For the lesson, we're going to start off with some basic chords. We're going to work with the A minor, the E minor, the G, and finally the D. Okay. So the challenge with the chords in the beginning, just when you're first starting out, is just trying to switch between them in a timely fashion. So we're going to work on holding the chord shapes with our fingers in the process of switching between the strings. So when we have an A minor, we're moving to an E minor. If you notice, our second and third finger are actually pretty much the same shape when you're moving, you're just changing the strings. So take advantage of that when you're moving. So we have the A minor, and I lift up my second and third finger at the same time, and then it's moved as a single unit. So I save time instead of putting one finger down, one at a time. So you can't apply this to all the chords, like an E minor to a G, it's a totally different shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilize that same technique, but we're going to try to strain our fingers the best we can. First, trying to play it properly, one finger at a time, and then trying to hold this shape after lifting your fingers up off the strings. And it's fighting your fingers from curling in on each other that you start developing your dexterity. And you just repeat that pattern as much as you can until your fingers don't crunch in on each other. And you apply that to the D as well. Lift up your fingers, fight that crunching, and then try to put it down at the same time. So then we're going to work on an exercise where we're going to count the first beat, we're going to strum the first beat, and on 2, 3, and 4, it's going to act as a rest. So we're going to stop the strings, we're going to count the slow tempo, and we're going to use that extra time to switch between the chords. So it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You repeat that progression, and it's a really good builder of dexterity and keeping a steady meter. Okay, now we're going to move on to a little for more advanced players. We're going to work on the pentatonic scale. So the pentatonic scale is household name in rock. It's such a versatile scale, but it's kind of overplayed if you just do those same 5 notes. So we're going to go over a little dressing to it, and we're going to utilize the minor 9 arpeggio. So we have the root, minor 3rd, 5th, the 7th, minor 7th, and then the 9. Okay, so when you put it all together, you can mix this with the pentatonic, and it sounds like this. Another option is to work it off of the 4th string, having the root on the 7th fret of the 4th string. It's like this. So you can use this as a little patch to the traditional pentatonic scale. It would sound like this. Okay, so now we're going to play a song that's in 10, and it works with breaking apart certain chords, and goes something like this. Okay, so I'm going to use that as a backing track to the pentatonic with that new minor 9 arpeggio.